we're going to dive in and express our style in our rooms with this cute decorator memo board. In order to make this craft, you're going to need some foam core board, both in the chalk and the cork varieties, some stretchy elastic ribbon, but regular ribbon will do, white glue, scissors, a pencil, a foam brush or something to spread your glue around with, and of course then to finish off you're going to need some push pins and thumbtacks and some chalk and board markers so that you can use it in your room. To start off, we're going to kind of determine the size of our memo board, and I like this size for a bedroom, but you could also make a smaller size for a locker. And I want to make sure that the foam core is about half the size of the cork so that I have room for both. Now you can cut this with an X-Acto blade and have an adult help you with that. We're going to just use a pencil so that we can mark the space that we want our board to be. And I'm just kind of marking the corners here, kind of leaving a little bit of a border because I think that looks nice. And then we're going to take this and flip it over and add some glue. I really like this project because really just glue is all you need to hold it together. You also may want to have some clothespins or binder clips or chip clips handy because it'll help hold this down for you while it's drying. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip it back over, aligning it up with my pencil marks. And I'm going to press it down. And I'm going to throw a little one of these clips on top just to kind of hold it down a little bit. But I want to be able to tuck some ribbons underneath, so I'm not going to do too much of that. Now the next thing we're going to do is take our ribbon, and this is stretchy ribbon, which is really good for holding your photos and whatnot in, and then determine if you want to do a diagonal or if you want to go straight across. And I think for this one, I'm going to go in a horizontal straight across fashion. So I'm just going to kind of lay it across, and I want to make sure that I have enough ribbon to wrap to the underside. So that is an extra 2 to 3 inches. And then to get started, I'm going to put a little dab of glue, and you can go right up against the foam core. It doesn't have to go underneath. But a dab of glue, and then I'm going to lay the ribbon right on top like this and just butt it up against. And I'm going to use a thumbtack to hold it down. And this is going to keep it in place while it dries. And I'm going to wrap it around to the back. And I don't need to really pull it or stretch it tight. I just want to wrap it. Give it some glue and another thumbtack. And you're going to go ahead and add more lines, making sure that they overlap up and down and back and forth. So let me add some glue here, wrap and pin, because that kind of crisscross fashion is going to be what holds your photos and notes and memos in place. So let me go ahead and secure this one, and let me show you one that we've got a little further down the line. So here I've gone ahead and done my crisscross. You can see I've got nice spaces. This is dry, so I can actually pull these out. And now what I'm going to do is kind of trim it out a little bit, and we're going to do the same technique. We're just going to add a little bit of glue around the edges and use our stretchy cord to go around the outside of the memo board like you see here and around the corners of the chalkboard. Same thing. Little tack to keep it in place and some glue. Now if you want and you like that thumbtack look, you can keep them there when you're done. So the last step, I'll cut this off, is to make a hanging loop. And as you guessed it, same technique. We're going to add a little bit dab of glue and a thumbtack to make a hanging loop so that you can hang it in your bedroom, or you can make a smaller one if you want to put it in your locker. Just like this. And then you're pretty much ready to go. You can also make a little loop out of the elastic cord to hold your chalk on. And decorate with these thumbtacks that have little hangers on them or plain ones so that you can also hang some treasures on top, like this. And that way you can slide all of your treasures underneath. So I'm gonna show you how to tie some chalk real quick. All you do is take a piece of stretchy ribbon and wrap it around, like this. And then if your chalk breaks, you can just add a new piece. It's so much fun to decorate with your own personal style, and you will enjoy all of the pictures, backpack charms, notes that you can leave yourself so that you don't forget your homework, and your favorite photo memories.